Right now, as you watch this, your brain might already be hacked. And the scariest part? You wouldn't even know it. We've been conditioned to think of hacking as a green code screen in a basement, stolen passwords, leaked emails, or bank accounts emptied in seconds. But in 2026, the target has shifted. The hackers aren't coming for your devices anymore. They are coming for the 1.5 kilograms of gray matter inside your skull. We have officially entered the era of the AI-driven PsyOp, a psychological operation so silent, so seamless, that you won't even realize you've been recruited into a war you never agreed to fight. The 2026 midterm elections are not just a political event. They are a documented battlefield for what psychologists call the collapse of shared reality. Imagine walking into a room where every person is wearing a different pair of glasses. One person sees a blue sky, another sees a red one, and a third sees no sky at all. Now, imagine those people are tasked with deciding the future of a nation. This is no longer a thought experiment. It is the tactical destruction of the human perception. Let's look at a real-world tragedy of the mind. In March of this year, a 54-year-old father in Ohio, let's call him John, was scrolling through his feed. He saw a high-definition video of a senatorial candidate admitting to a horrific crime. John felt a surge of adrenaline. His heart rate spiked. He shared it instantly with 200 people. 6 hours later, a second video appeared, identical in quality, proving the first was a deepfake, created by a generative AI model. But here is where the story gets dark. John didn't delete the post. He didn't issue an apology. When his son pointed out it was fake, John replied, "Maybe this specific video is fake, but I know in my heart he's capable of it." So the message is still true. This is the end of the world as we know it. Not a bang, but a blur. John is suffering from what Leon Festinger famously identified as cognitive dissonance. When our brain is presented with two conflicting realities, the fact that the video is fake and the desire for it to be real, it experiences intense psychological pain. To resolve this, the brain doesn't look for the truth. It looks for the version of reality that feels the most comfortable. The AI isn't changing our minds. It is hardening our biases until we are no longer one country, but a collection of digital tribes living in completely different versions of history. To understand the 2026 landscape, we must analyze a concept popularized by Professor Haney Farid, the liar's dividend. This is perhaps the most dangerous psychological byproduct of the AI age. It suggests that in a world where everything could be fake, the greatest winner isn't the person making the deep fake. It's the person telling the truth who no longer has to be held accountable. Think about the geopolitical power this grants. If a politician or a world leader is caught in a genuine scandal, they no longer need to explain or resign. They simply have to shrug and say one word: AI. By flooding the zone with synthetic media, we have reached a point where visual proof is dead. And when you can no longer prove what is real, you can no longer prosecute what is wrong. This is the ultimate get-out-of-jail-free card, and it is being played in every major political theater across the globe. While we fight in the comments, the real players are in the backrooms of foreign intelligence agencies. Intelligence reports from the FBI and Europol have confirmed the existence of what are known as ghost personas. These are not the clumsy bots of 2016 that posted broken English links. These are high-fidelity, AI-driven avatars that have been living on social media for years. They have family photos generated by DALL-E. They have hobbies, they have AI-written blogs, and they have built trust with their followers. But they don't breathe. They are lines of code designed by foreign powers, specifically within the BRICS nation's new sovereign internet blocks, to perform what is known as micro-targeting. Traditional propaganda was a shotgun. It fired one message at everyone. AI PsyOps are a sniper rifle. It uses your own data, your browsing history, your insecurities, your deepest fears against you. It knows if you are a parent worried about inflation or a young graduate worried about the housing market. It then feeds you a custom-tailored synthetic narrative that triggers your amygdala, the lizard brain. When your amygdala is triggered by fear or outrage, your prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for logic and critical thinking, effectively shuts down. This is the amygdala hijack. Geopolitically, this is the most efficient way to destabilize a superpower. You don't need to invade their borders if you can colonize their subconscious. The objective isn't to make you vote for a specific candidate. The objective is demoralization. It is to make you so exhausted by the constant stream of conflicting facts that you enter a state of learned helplessness. This is a psychological term where an organism, after being subjected to repeated negative stimuli it cannot control, eventually stops trying to avoid them. You stop searching for the truth because the search itself has become too painful. You become a passenger in your own life, driven by a machine that doesn't care about your future, only your watch time. We are witnessing a historic shift in what psychologists call epistemic trust. For centuries, human society functioned because we had gatekeepers of truth, universities, journalists, scientists. But the AI-driven PsyOp has successfully framed these institutions as part of the fake reality. The irony is profound. When we stop trusting institutions, we don't start trusting nothing. We start trusting anything that aligns with our current emotional state. We trade objective truth for emotional truth. This is why, in 2026, a random anonymous account on X, formerly Twitter, with a blue checkmark, can have more psychological authority than a peer-reviewed study. We are reverting to a state of digital tribalism, where the only truth that matters is the one that belongs to our tribe. Why are we so easy to manipulate? It comes down to the illusion of explanatory depth. Most of us believe we understand how the world works, but in reality, our knowledge is incredibly shallow. We know that a policy exists, but we don't know how it works. AI exploits this gap. It gives us simple, emotionally charged explanations for complex geopolitical problems. It tells us that our problems are the fault of the others, and it provides high-resolution evidence to prove it. As the famous psychologist Daniel Kahneman noted, in thinking, fast and slow, our brain loves System 1 thinking, fast, instinctive, and emotional. System 2, thinking, slow, logical, and effortful, is expensive for the brain. The AI election PsyOp is designed to keep you permanently trapped in System 1. It keeps the mental adrenaline flowing, so you never have the chance to engage your logic. The 2026 midterms are not just a test of a political party. They are a test of the human species. Can we maintain a shared reality in a world designed to tear it apart? Or will we allow ourselves to be the first generation to be colonized not by a nation, but by an algorithm? The dead internet theory was just the beginning. It told us the content was fake, but the PsyOp tells us that we are becoming fake. When our reactions are manufactured, our fears are programmed, and our votes are the result of an amygdala hijack, are we still free individuals? The war for the future isn't happening in Washington, D.C., or on the borders of the splinternet. It is happening in the quiet moments when you choose what to believe. The first step to resistance is awareness. Understand the pre-bunking strategy. Just as a vaccine prepares your immune system for a virus, understanding the mechanics of these psychological operations prepares your mind to resist them. When you see a video that triggers an immediate, intense emotional response, stop. That is the AI knocking on the door of your subconscious. The truth isn't dead yet, but it is currently on life support. And in 2026, you are the only one who can keep it breathing. Every time you choose to verify instead of share, every time you choose logic over outrage, you are reclaiming a piece of your humanity. Stay vigilant. The machine is learning, but it doesn't have a soul. You do. Use it.